Hey everybody, so today we're going to be looking at the JXD Pioneer UFO. And this model is the 509w. Runs on 2.4 gigahertz for control and also for FPV. So it's got the Wi-Fi FPV. And this model also features altitude hold, so it should make flying this a lot easier for beginners. So let's get this out of the box and take a look at what we got. So it looks like it's very nicely packaged and well protected, so it should be in good shape. Got 4 prop guards here. Okay, we got a bag of goodies here. We got our spare props, a couple of screwdrivers, USB charger, and I think that's the mount for the phone holder, and some screws for that. Let's take a closer look at this in a second. Okay, we got our instruction manual here, and an addendum it looks like. Looks like it's some information on where to get the app for your phone. Got a phone holder. Looks like it's spring loaded. Here's the quad itself. We'll take a closer look at that in a second. And the transmitter is here on the bottom. And it comes with this important notice here. Looks like you calibrate the sticks by pushing inwards, and emergency stop is pushing outwards. So closer look at the transmitter. Looks like all the buttons are labeled: light, start, stop, 1 key, return, headless mode, photo and video. Now in this model here, the photo and video is controlled by the app and not on the transmitter. These are for the G version, which has the 5.8 gigahertz FPV and not the Wi-Fi FPV. Your gimbals here, some trim buttons here, an on-off switch. I think this button's for flips, and this is for your rates over here. It's all pretty straightforward. Looks like we need to take the screw out to get to the batteries. Looks like it'll hold with this little clip here. And looks like we need 4 AA batteries for this transmitter. So here's a little bit closer look at the manual. If you guys want to pause the video, you can take a look. It does look like it's fairly well written and comprehensive. Here's a closer look at the quad itself. Call it the JXD 509 over here. Brushed motors and pretty good props. I think it's geared. This does look a lot like a miniature version of the unique Typhoon. It's just a camera quad. Obviously this is a sort of a toy version of it, and we'll have to see how it performs. You've got your Wi-Fi camera here underneath, and it's got looks like it's got the typical pinhole camera lens, so it's going to be a pretty narrow field of view. Got this sort of fake gimbal here. I'm not sure how well this is going to be vibration dampened. We'll have to find out. So this is where the camera connects into the quad, and we have an on-off switch here. So the battery's back here. Let's take a look at what we got. Let's pop this little cover off, and okay, here's the battery. It comes with a JST connector, 600 milliamp, 30C, 3.7 volts, 1S. It's a pretty tight fit into the battery base, so you just gotta be careful when you pull the battery in and out. The landing gear do feel a little flimsy, but this thing doesn't weigh very much, so I don't think that weight's going to be much of an issue. Should be able to land just fine. There are some small foam feet here on the bottom, on each side, and the 4 corners. Okay, so let's get the battery charged up and take it for a fly. Okay guys, I'm going to do a flight demo of the JXD 509w. First I'm going to just do some flight footage without the camera. So I'm just going to cover some of the features, like the rates, some flips, headless mode, and the 1 key return, and then we'll do some video. Turn it on. Turn on the transmitter. Up and down. And should be good to go. So just hit the start stop button and it'll start spinning the props. Get off. Pretty quiet actually. And almost hands off right there. Okay. See how it flies in the, this is the beginner mode or the first rates. Very docile. Altitude hold is working very well. Let's turn up the rate to the second rate. Get a little bit more of an aggressive pitch there. Let's try the third rate here. So the yaw is still pretty slow in the third rate, but you can do some funnels. No problem. Definitely a lot faster. But definitely something a beginner can handle no problem with it. Even in the third rate, it's not too bad. Okay, let's try the headless mode. So I can yaw and it'll still go that way. Bring it back. The headless mode works pretty good. Let's turn that off. Let's bring it down a little bit. So, it comes down pretty slow. Let me show you that. If I have this all the way down, it comes down very slowly. Could be a good or bad thing depending on how high you get up. Let's try the 1 key return. So I'll go out a little further and then hit the 1 key return button. It starts beeping and it's coming back very slowly. It is coming back. Okay, that works so good. Let's try some flips. Alright, so there's a slight delay and then it gets a little altitude and it flips. Let's go left. Try a back flip. Pretty good. Front flip. Alright. Let's try the camera out here. So I'm going to try and land it on the table here. Bring it down. Okay, so it must know that you're close to the ground. It's very interesting because I took it off from the picnic table here and it must have realized that it was close to the ground, so it shut off the motors before I hit the start stop button, which I was about to do. So it must have some sort of altitude detection as to where it actually launched from. I was actually extreme. I was only inches off the thing and then it decided to go ahead and land. Fortunately, I was at the edge of the table and it went to the side, so not a big deal. No damage and it's totally fine. Let's go ahead and okay, so I'm going to try the video app right now, and I'm going to record the screen here because I'm pretty sure you guys aren't going to be able to see the screen in the sunlight. So I'm going to record my screen so you'll be able to see what I'm seeing on the video screen. And then I'm going to launch I'm going to connect first I have to connect to the quad. Okay, so I'm connected. And then I'll launch the app. And then we'll start. And there we go, we have an image here. See my fingers. And I'm gonna record the video. Go ahead and put this into the phone holder here. And then this camera angle is adjustable here in the front, so you can point it down if you're going to get really high up, or point it straight out. I'm going to be kind of in the middle. I'm going to kind of go a little bit high, and so hopefully get some good. If you're flying close to the ground, you're going to be, as you can see here, you're looking right at the ground, so probably want to tilt that up. All right, let's go. Video is pretty smooth. Granted, there's not a lot of wind right now. Let me go up a little bit higher. Not exactly sure what the range of this is. Well, I guess we'll find out. You can see pretty high up right now, probably about 100 feet. Well, maybe not 100 feet, maybe like 60. Go ahead and turn it around. Here's a view of the tennis courts. There I am. I'm going to bring it back a little bit. And we're getting a little bit of jitter in the video signal. So looks like we were at the edge of the video signal there. So as expected, since it's just 2.4 gigahertz control, it doesn't interfere with the video signal, so your range is somewhat limited. I would say that's probably about 30 meters or so. But yeah, I can tell that if you're trying to fly this FPV, it might be challenging. You see there, I'm looking at the line of sight, and I can clearly see what's going on. But when I'm looking at an FPV, I do get some breakups in the video. So you probably don't want to take this too far away from you. There you go. There's some more breakup again. And the aerial video looks not too bad. This is like a $50 quad with FPV, so can't complain too much. I'm going to bring it back down again. Slowly descending. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to land it on the picnic table again. A little windy now. This is the picnic table. I don't recommend trying to land this on a small table like this, or take off from a small table like this, because then you have to land here, and it's pretty hard. I wasn't tried it twice, and I wasn't able to do it. Anyway, guys, this is the first demo flight of the JXD 509w. Gonna see if I can't make some modifications to the camera so that I can tilt it up, and also maybe improve the range of the video signal, because maybe this antenna could be oriented a little bit differently from the control signal, since they're both on 2.4 gigahertz. So I'll probably do a couple of mods. I'll do that in another video, so stay tuned to my channel for that, and let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below, and I'll try and help you out as best I can. And until next time, guys, I'll talk to you guys later.